Hi, I'm Denise. Thanks for joining me for this flexibility and balance class. Today we'll be doing a lot of balance with big ranges of motion. You can see I have two different things in my hands. I have a resistance tube or a bathrobe belt. You can use either for class. You can also choose to use nothing and engage your muscles. We're using these as tools for stability and also to challenge our balance. Again, you don't have to use either. I'm going to put my bathrobe down. Additionally, I'm choosing to work out barefoot because I really want to increase the mobility through my feet and my ankles, and I invite you to do the same. If you'd like to wear your shoes, that's absolutely fine. Now, again, the tubing or the belt are completely optional. They're there to improve our stability, balance, and also contract our muscles, but you can do that without anything. Let's make sure your area is nice and open and that you have some water nearby. Okay? So start with your feet nice and wide. Make sure your knees and toes are going in the same direction and that your knees are not collapsing in. Hold on to your handles or your belt. And let's start with your hands hip width apart with your thumbs facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and down and lengthen through your spine, standing nice and tall. Let's take a deep breath in and reach your tubing forward. And exhale, bring your hands down. And again, inhale up. And exhale down. Continue to inhale and exhale slowly as you raise and lower your tube. You have the option of raising higher if you'd like to, or you can keep your hands right in front of your chest. Please only move through the ranges of motion that are comfortable for you, but do continue to breathe, continue to smile, and let's continue to feel great. Now reach as high as you'd like to, and exhale. One more time, all the way up. And hold your hands down, roll your shoulders back. Hold your hands down. Now let's stretch our arms out to the side. We're not using the tubing as a resistance tube, but to engage our muscles. So stretch your arms out. I have my arms wide, stretching out just a bit with a tube, engaging my back muscles. So press out, opening your chest. Inhale and exhale. Now again, your knees and toes are in the same direction. Let's take a deep breath in and begin to rotate your torso to the right. And exhale, back to the center. Inhale again, exhale, rotate to the left. Stretch your arms long and back to the center. Inhale and exhale to the right. Now notice that your arms may want to relax. Exhale back to the center. They may want to relax, other side. But I'd like you to keep your back muscles on. Keep them engaged. Continue to breathe. One more time. And back to the center. Bring your arms down and roll your shoulders back. Now let's place your left hand on your hip. Reach your right hand out to the side. It's okay if your tubing or your belt are wiggly. Inhale. Let's exhale. Lean your body over to the left and reach your right hand high. Now, depending on the flexibility of your right shoulder, choose to raise your hand higher. And come back to neutral. And let's switch sides. Reach your left hand to the side and reach only as high as it's comfortable for your left arm, with the option of reaching up and over. And back down. Left hand on your hip, right hand out to the side. Lean to the left. Now, as a challenge, turn your head and look down. If that doesn't feel good, continue to look forward. Do continue to breathe and come back up to neutral. And switch the hand. Reach your left hand to the side, lean to the right. Again, with the option of reaching your hand up, and the next option of looking down toward the floor. And back to the center. One more on each side. Looking down. Now you have an option of closing one eye, option of closing both eyes. Open your eyes, come back to the center. And last time, place your right hand on your hip, left hand to the side, lean to the right, reach your hand over if that's comfortable. Look down, close one eye or both eyes. Continue to breathe. And back to the center. And let's roll your shoulders back. Now, choke up on your band or your tubing so that your hands are about shoulder width apart. Bring your hands in, roll your shoulders back. We're going to squat back and down, hinging from your hips. Press your hips back and reach the tubing forward. Stretch the tubing or the belt out and come back up. And again, sit back, stretching through your hips, through your ankles, and standing up. So you notice today we're working slowly, working on stability through your ranges of motion. Stretch the tubing out for a little bit more stability. Sitting back, stretch the tubing out. Now here's your option. Close one eye, squat back, stretch the tubing out, and stand up. Your next option is to close both eyes. Stretch the tubing out and stand up and open both eyes. Roll your shoulders back. Let's bring your feet in. Let's bring your feet in about hip width apart and look down. Make sure that your feet are right underneath your hips. They're not wider than your hips and not narrower. We'll get to a narrow stance in a little bit. So knees and toes going in the same direction. Press your feet firmly into the floor. Engage your buttocks muscles, pressing your hips forward slightly. So not here. Engage your abdominals. Reach your hands forward, roll your shoulders back and down. Here we go. Raise your hands forward. Inhale and exhale, bring them down. Optional, raise up onto your toes. And then down. Raise a little higher. And then down. Inhale. And exhale. You choose how high you're raising your tubing. Two more times. And last one. And hold your tubing down. Let's roll through your feet. And press your feet down. Take your tubing in front of you. Draw your shoulders back. Stretch your tubing out lightly. We're going to begin a very slow march. So we begin to balance on one foot just for a second. Here we go. Lift your right foot up and place it down. Left foot. And then down. Now use the tubing for stability by pulling it apart. If you want less stability, put the tubing down and bring your hands forward, or stretch it less. Can you lift a little higher with your knee? Now once again, close one eye. Close both eyes. One more on each side. Keep your eyes closed if you can, or squint. Last one. And open your eyes. Hold your foot down, roll through your feet. So So you can see how your vision plays a big part in your stability and balance, as do your inner ears and your joint receptors. And that's why we're challenging all three today. Really want to improve your balance as we move through our lives. Okay, so let's stretch your arms out wider, and again, choose as much resistance to assist you. Put all of the weight on your left foot, draw your shoulders down. Let's lift your right knee up and place it down. Again, lift it up. Now your option is to begin to turn your head to the right, up, and then down. 2 more with your foot, lifting up and down. 1 more time. And hold your foot down. Look forward, bring your hands down, and roll through your feet. And hold your feet on the floor. Reach the tubing out. Put the weight on your right foot. And this time we will lift your left foot up and down. Here we go, nice and slow. And then down. Again. Turn your head slowly to the left. Find a focal point. Continue to lift your knee up and down. There you go. And 1 more time. Hold your foot down. Bring your hands down. Roll through your feet. Now let's bring your feet. Again, check your alignment, hip width apart. Bring your hands a little narrower on your tubing. Roll your shoulders back. Let's add squats here. Sit back and then up. Again, hinging from your hips. Try to keep your heels on the floor and keep your knees going in the same direction as your toes. Okay, keep your right hand on your hip. Reach forward with your left hand. And then stand up, switch hands. If you need a little bit less stability, a little bit less support, loosen up on the tubing. It's okay if it's wiggly in the center. 1 more on each side. And last one. And hold yourself up, roll through your feet. Okay, so bring your feet 2 inches closer, so there's maybe 2 inches in between your 2 feet. Hold the tubing out, standing up tall, so just enough for stability. We're going to cross 1 foot in front of the other. We'll start out with your feet close to the floor, and we'll progressively lift them a little higher. Stand on your left foot, lift your right foot up, cross it over, and then bang it back to the side. Other side. A little higher with your knee. And again. Can you lift your knee a little higher? Two more times. And 1 more. Hold it steady. Bring your hands down. Roll through your feet. Okay, so bring the tubing now behind your back. Just want stability reaching out, and open your chest here. If you'd like a little bit more resistance, choke up on the band just a bit. Keep your shoulders down and keep your hands slightly lower than your shoulders. Let's lift your right knee up and cross it over. Hold it there. Now, close your eyes or one eye. Rotate to the right and back to center, and rotate to the left and back to center. Bring your hands down. We'll add to that challenge. Reach your hands out. Lift up slightly onto the balls of your feet, not really high, and close one eye. Rotate to the right. Back to the center, and rotate to the left, and back to the center. Bring your hands down. Let's uncross that leg. Let's roll through your feet. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Reach your hands out, opening your chest, so we have postural stretching as well as a balance challenge. Stand firmly on your right foot, lift your left foot up, cross it over. Inhale, exhale, rotate to the left and back to the center, and rotate to the right and back to the center, and bring your hands down. Shake your shoulders out. Okay, if you want more of a balance challenge, reach your hands out, come up on your tippy toes, close one or both eyes, rotate to the left, and back to the center, and rotate to the right, and back to the center. Bring your hands down and then cross your leg. Let's roll through your feet. Let's bring your tubing or your belt in front of you. Again, if you're using nothing, we'll bring your hands out in front. So hands shoulder width apart. Make sure you have room behind you. Standing firmly on your left foot. Bring your right foot right in front of your left foot, so you're heel to toe. If you'd like, stretch that tubing out for stability. Inhale and exhale. Now we'll step right behind your foot, so heel to toe, stepping back, and again, heel to toe forward. Try to lift your knee a little higher in the center and keep your upper back tall. Stepping back, work at your own pace. Shoulders down. One more time. Great work, and bring your feet side by side, roll through your feet. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, make sure there's nothing behind you. Reach your hands forward, step forward with your left foot heel to toe. If you'd like to stand a little wider, that's okay. Shoulders back and down. You might notice that your feet are working really hard to keep you upright. That's your brain talking to your feet and all the muscles in your legs and vice versa. Here we go. Step back, lift that knee up. You may notice one side's a little easier. Step forward. And step back. Try to do so without looking down. That's a little harder. Lifting up. And back. And one more time, forward and back. And bring your feet side by side and roll through your feet. Let's bring your feet a little closer together. Roll your shoulders back. Standing up tall. And squeeze your shoulder blades together and draw your shoulders down. And then round your shoulders forward just a bit. I don't want to encourage this posture, but it's nice to stretch out those muscles we were using to stabilize, and squeeze your shoulders back and down. Okay, wiggle it out. Stand on your left foot, barely touch your left foot to the floor. Reach the tubing out, stretch it apart, float your left knee up. Now, inhale and exhale. I'd like you to keep your head facing forward and only your eyeballs are going to move. So turn your eyes, gaze to the right. And gaze forward, shoulders down. And again, keep your head forward, With your eyes, gaze to the left and back to the center. And bring your hands down, roll through your feet. Here we go. Stand on your right foot, reach the tubing out, stretch it apart for stability. With your hands lower than your chest, stand firmly on your right foot, lift your left knee up. Lengthen through your spine. Now gaze to the left only with your eyeballs. And forward. And then gaze to the right. And then forward. And place your foot down. Roll through your feet. Okay, so now place your feet on the floor. The tubing is going to raise up and down as you'd like it to. We're going to rock forward onto your balls of your feet and then back through your heels. So your hands will be used with the tubing for stability. So raise up onto the balls of your feet and then lower down and then lift your toes up if you can. Lift the balls of your feet up and then forward. You can go a little faster, but really hold on to that tubing for stability. If you have nothing, just really engage your back muscles and your abdominal muscles. Roll back onto your heels. Good, 2 more times. And last one. And bring your hands down. Stretch the tubing out now. Again, make sure you have room behind you. Doing slow lunges back with your right foot and then your left foot will progressively increase your step distance. So step back small with the right foot, shift your weight back, and then back in. Left foot, shift your weight back, and then in. Right foot, step a little bigger. Shift your weight onto that ball of the foot, and then forward. Left foot, a little bigger, and forward. Can you step back even further with the right foot? And forward. Lift your knee up as high as you can. Left foot steps back. And forward. And as big as you can, as far as you can. Reach. And in. And then left. Step back. Hold it back. Now place your heel on the floor. And then roll up onto the ball of your foot. Scoot your left foot back a little bit more. Bring your hands forward. Lunge down. Watch that your right knee and toe are going in the same direction. Now place your right hand on your thigh and reach your left hand up. And you'll reach it forward and then back up and back. Now if you'd like to, look forward and down. Whoa, hold on to your balance. And then up and change your head position, looking up and then down. And then up, and one more time. Look down, and up, and then bring yourself back to neutral. Bring your body up, step forward, wiggle through your feet. Okay, step back as far as you can with your right foot, and then wiggle it back a little bit more, and lower down. Again, make sure your knee and toe are going in the same direction. Place your left hand on your thigh. Draw your shoulders back and down. Now reach forward and then back. And your option is to look forward and down. And then as you reach the tubing back, look up and then look down. Keep breathing. and up. One more time. And up. And back to the center. And bring yourselves up. And bring your feet in. Let's rock through your feet. Bring your feet together now. Press your heels into the floor. Roll your shoulders back. Let's bring your tubing out in front of you with your hands shoulder width apart. And once again, let's raise up onto your toes. So we've changed the stance. Narrow, wide, wider onto one leg. Those are all things that we do throughout the day. Maybe not in this fashion, but this will train you for everyday things we do in life, whether it's reaching in the cabinet, reaching to pick a fruit off the tree, picking something out of the closet way up on the top shelf. All so important that we can hold our balance and maintain it. Here we go. Let's raise your hands up, only as high as you'd like to, and down. Once again, close one eye. And then down. Optional, close both eyes. And down one more time. You choose your eyes, whether they're closed or open or squinting. And hold down. Roll your shoulders back. Let's hold on to the tubing out to the sides with it wiggly, or your bathrobe wiggly, or nothing in your hands. Come up onto your toes. And on purpose, I want you to wiggle the tube. Go bigger if you can. Now to challenge yourself, turn your head slowly to the right and back to the center and then to the left. Want to make it wiggly. And back to the center and lower your heels. Roll through your feet. Now, once again, take the tubing out in front of you. Standing on your left foot, take your right foot out to the side. Standing tall through the left side of your body. Stretch the tubing out for stability. Float your right foot up, lift with the outside of your foot, and then back down. Again, up and down. 2 more times. Hold the next one up. Press through your foot, pull your toes up, draw your shoulders down, and with your gaze, with your eyeballs, look to the left. And then forward, and then turn your head to the left. And then forward, and bring your foot down, roll through your feet. We have one more side. Stand firmly through your right foot. Bring your hands forward. Stretch the tubing out. Bring your left foot to the side. Here we go. Let's float your leg up. Push with the outside of your foot and bring it down. Again. 2 more. And last one. Oh, but we're not done. Hold your foot up. Hold that left foot up. Draw your shoulders down. Gaze to the right. And then forward. And then turn your head to the right. And then forward. And bring your foot down. Let's roll through your feet. Okay, I'm going to ask you to just put your tubing down, stretching through your legs because we just worked them really hard. Step back with your right foot. Press your heel down, stretching through your calves. Arms out and open your chest. And then reach your hands forward. Come up onto your back toes. Lower your back knee down. Pressing forward with the front of your right hip, your hip flexors, and shoulders back and down. Open your hands wide. And then cross them in front of you. And one more time wide. And bring your hands down and stand tall. Let's change legs. Step back with your left foot. Pressing through your left heel. This time your hands are low. Open your chest. Pressing through your left heel, stretching through your left calf. And continue to breathe. Open your chest. And relax your hands. Scoot your foot back. Shoulders back and down. Lower down, pressing forward with your hip. And once again, open your chest. And cross. And open. And bring your hands down. Step your foot forward. Roll through your feet. Let's roll your shoulders back. Opening your chest. Inhaling and exhaling. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. And one more time, all the way up. And exhale. Shake your arms out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this balance challenge. Please remember, add these exercises into your daily life. Even if you do them for 2 minutes here and there, they really will make a difference to help with your stability, balance, and ability to participate in everyday life. Have a great day.